We first visited Madagascar in 2008 and have been trying to get back ever since. Finally, in 2012, we're exploring this unique land with its unique inhabitants. But first, it's a long plane ride from Seattle to London, then from London to Johannesburg, South Africa. We almost missed the once-a-day flight to Antananarivo, the capital of Madagascar. We check into the Hotellbert and try to get acclimated after 30 hours of travel across 10 time zones. We take in the cityscape from our balcony. The rest of the group arrives tonight. We meet our fellow travelers at Veron for lunch, except Barbara, who missed the flight from Johannesburg. Outside the restaurant, we get an introduction to the cars of Madagascar, vintage and French. Now it's time to explore this city of over 1 million people. We're headed for that interesting building on the highest point in the city. We drive along Independence Avenue. The taxis are all vintage Renaults and Peugeots. The central Analakli market is bustling. There are lots of monuments. Many, like this one, commemorate the struggle for independence from France. There are over 5,000 church buildings in this city. Missionaries were a power here starting in the early 19th century. There's both a Catholic and an Anglican cathedral. Across the street from the Catholic cathedral is what was a missionary school for girls. Our guide, Veron, arranges for us to take a peek inside. The small balcony was where the last Queen of Madagascar sat when she attended classes here in the 1870s. A shy student models for us. The architecture is European, but the buildings are for the most part in decline. From the hilltop, we have a nice view of the city below. There's the Mahama Sina Stadium and the Palace of Culture and Sports. In Lake Anozi is a World War I war memorial. Then looking east to Lake Mandroseza. That interesting building we saw from the hotel is the Queen's Palace. Originally built in 1839 with the stone added in 1867. Unfortunately, it burned in 1995 and is currently being rebuilt. As in most cities, wildlife is missing, but we were excited when we found this kestrel on the Prime Minister's palace. Markets are always a good indicator of the vibrancy of a city. Here the stalls are full of good-looking produce. The rice may look the same to us, but prices indicate differences. Markets are always good for people watching too. And the kids are drawn to the camera, or is it the other way around? We watch these boys playing soccer with a ball made from plastic bags. The long shadows say it's time to head back to the hotel. Dinner tonight is at an ingeniously named restaurant, Coup d'Etat. We're all here now. Barbara made the afternoon flight from Johannesburg. Tomorrow the exploring begins.